Hello lovelies, a bit of a different video than we're used to today, because normally around this time in the week I'm releasing what I've been reading or read with me, or a book review. But no, this week I was intending to read the new Hunger Games book, which I am in love with currently. It's just taking me a lot longer than normal because I want to cry more than physically read, and as of late I have been physically crying more than reading when I've been reading said book, because I'm very deeply invested into Hunger Games as itself. So I'm trying to take a long time to enjoy it, so I can actually see what the word on the page says, clearly. But anyway, I woke up this morning and I realised what point in the month it was, which is my monthly reset, where I kind of rearrange my room, do a deep clean, but then I also end up rearranging my books, and that is what I'm doing today. I would show you, but there are books everywhere currently, all over my bed, all over my floor. They're everywhere. But my plan is, so my landlord gave me the world's worst set of drawers. I mean, these drawers physically cannot open or hold clothes. I put one jumper in it before and the entire base of it fell through. But anyway, this is all beside the point. There's these long pieces of wood in the backing of each one. And since I'm not using the chest of drawers because I had to go buy out my own personal set, I'm going to use each of the long planks to basically build a makeshift bookshelf for myself, so I have somewhere to keep my book sets nice and pretty. But anyway, that's what we're doing. The way I'm dividing up my books, so I've already got 2 levels sorted. I may throw in a picture around about here. If I didn't, I'm sorry, that was a very weird moment. But anyway, so we've got bottom row, which is kind of just a couple ones of my recent reads. Then a lot of hockey romance, because we've got Behind That, The Fake Out, and then the first 4 books in the Briar U series, and then the 5 books in the Off Campus series, and as well as the other 2 L. Kennedy books I own. The next are all my dark books, and that's just because they're all got a dark cover on them. So you have the Filthy Rich Vampire series, kind of loving it at the minute. I haven't read the next couple of books in it. Then we've got my Twisted Tale book series, and then we've got my Monica Murphy Lancaster Prep series. Yes, I own 2 editions of A Million Kisses. I originally owned 3. My mum broke my first copy because she left it out in the sun with the spine flayed like that, and it melted and all the pages fell out. She is now banned from using any of my books. She knows why and claims she didn't do it, but we all saw the damage of the book. And then I didn't want to buy the books individually because it would be cheaper for me to buy them in a box set. So now I have 2 copies of it. And I think my next plan is to divide up my remaining books by trope and genre. So I kind of have some alternative romance ones, which are murder, mystery, kind of all that kind of genre of books. Then we have just bog standard romance. And then we have fake dating, one of my honest to God favourite tropes, and I have so much fake dating stuff, I've put it to the side. And then I've got my dark romance, fantasy, summer vibes, which are just anything that takes place during summer, or things I normally read in the summer. And then we've got my witchiness, which is literally a growing stack of all books that revolved around at least a little bit of a witch plot. I didn't realise I owned this many. I'm only halfway through going through my books. I think the pile is going to grow even more. But I'll come back to you once the pile is sorted. Okay, I've sorted all my books. As you can tell, they're breaching into screen because there's a lot of them, and I need to find places for all of them, because before they were in cardboard boxes and they sell to be on display. But anyway, the books are all sorted. Now I have a question. I have this tiny book. It's Sex Tips from 1894. The Secrets to a Happy Marriage told by the Victorians. Now I don't know if this should go in my old/classical literature or in my random kind of human life area, or if it should just exist by itself. And you may be questioning, Rosie, why do you have this? It was £2. I was curious, and there's some really funny lines in here. E.J. If he attempts to kiss her hand, she should make a fist. I think this is excellent advice for modern day life, personally. But anyway, let's get into my books. First off, I want to do the bog standard fantasy genre, which is all these lovelies. Also, a special shout out to Greg McConnell with Hope of Darkness. I got your book, thank you. I'm excited to read it and I'll be reading it soon. Next up, more Pacific fantasy, which is everything I own to do more or less with witches, which is this entire stack. And within the realm of fantasy, witches and stuff like that, we have my tarot and spellbook collection. If you're wondering, yes, I can read tarot cards, and very well. I'm really good at them. Actually a bit too good at them. I got banned the other week because I made someone cry. Then we have some of my really nice books that I like, that kind of classic literature, but kind of not. First off, in there we also have like story tales, so we have ghostly tales from the Victorian era. I don't know what it is, but I like things from the Victorian era. They're just kind of insane, but kind of iconic at the same time. Next up, we have these two old books, I believe. I found them in one of my old bookshops near me, and they were really pretty. I was like, I have to have them. And then I have another three, but they're currently at uni on a set because we needed 1940s to 50s set dressing, so they're currently off on a set. And then we also have the Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. I'm kind of interested in doing a reading of this at the minute, so if you're interested in having that done, let me know in the comments if you would like to hear a reading from me of the Grimm's Brothers. Next up, I think we go, yep, we want to find my feet. We have my Elsie Silver books. Not too many. I know I need to get the purple one. That's for the like Fearless, Flawless, Hopeless, Reckless series. I need to get the purple one, but I haven't found it in a store near me yet. I need to check the works for that one. And then we have the Hannah Bowman Young. I love her, genuinely. I need to read Out on a Limb. I've read the other two, love them. I'm really looking forward to Out on a Limb because it's one of my few books I own where the main character has a visible disability instead of a hidden one. So I'm quite excited to read this. My miscellaneous murder horror series. So we've got a horror graphic novel, but it's not really a graphic novel because it has barely any like illustrated pages and it's more writing. So I've included it in here. And then we've got a couple more murder mystery, murder books because why not? Okay, and now for the biggest portion of books that I own. If you could guess, they're romance. Not one, not two, but 3 books. Basically, that's 3 stacks of bog standard romance books, not including the specified piles I have of authors as well. We have fake dating, at least the ones that haven't been already split up into there already. These are my standalone fake datings. And as the song in High School Musical goes, summer. Well, High School Musical too. But if you picture the song Summer from High School Musical show where they're going summer, summer, summer over and over again, this is what these books feel like to me. Ooh. And then we also have my discreet book collection from my little sister. We have the Tara Jewett collection. I've got 2 of her books so far. I really love them so far of what I've read. I'm going to try and find the other 2 that I don't have her books yet. I've got this collection of books that I call like the human experience kind of vibe. They're all books about being yourself, finding yourself after things, developing, and then I've also put love and other human errors in there because it all feels like kind of the same thing. We have Christmas books, El Kennedy, Punk Publishing, Poetry. I'm just putting them together because they both begin with P at this point. Cooking books. I actually have more of them, but they're in the kitchen and I keep them in the kitchen because they're my regular use ones. These are my special occasion cooking books. Travel books. And art books. These aren't even all my books as well. Because aside from all the books I've shown already today, I've got more back at my permanent home. This is just the ones I have here with me at uni. Then I have more at my desk at uni because I've been reading some. So like I have Red, White and Royal Blue, some dark romance on my desk at uni, and a lot more art books at uni. And then I have the entire Percy Jackson, Maze Runner, and like dystopian genre sets all at home because they are not coming up here. They are special to me. They stay on the very special shelf back home where they don't get ever touched. But anyway, time to go find these all at home. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the bookshelf is now done, so let's roll the clip. As you can see, it's kind of organised chaos, and the fact that it's held together by a couple of pieces of a drawer / cabinet, it's kind of really good in my opinion. I think I did amazing with this. Yes, am I scared it's going to fall apart in the middle of my sleep? Kinda. Do I know if I can definitely get all my books out safely? Not at all, but I think I can. I've done tests once. Does it look like there's no actual specific way of organisation? Not really. Are all my books actually on that shelf? Not at all. I have all my dark romances in my bedside cabinet. I just put it there because I ran out of shelving pieces I could use, and it was getting a bit wobbly, so I was just like, I'm going to leave it here. Was it a good idea to put the Bulbasaur on the very end on the top shelf? Probably not, but he looks adorable there, so he is staying there. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. If you want more content like this where I go through my bookshelf and actually say what books I have, let me know.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Let me know if you have any other content you want to see from me. But until next time, I'm going to be reading Sunrise on the Reaping. Some videos of that should be coming soon, hopefully. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and go read.